Welcome back to the channel. This is Wasabi. This is a battle on the Prokhorovka map, and we're following Vian Tintak in his LT-432, which is the Russian Tier 8 premium light tank, one of the best light tanks in the game. So he's on the mission to complete the LT-15 for the Object 260, which is the final mission for the last version of the personal campaign. So we'll see how he progresses. Let's have a look at the conditions. Is to cause a total of 8,000 hit points of damage, which is combined damage from his own damage plus the spotting and assisted damage. And to get honours, allow 5 enemy vehicles to be killed from his spotting or by destroying their tracks, and also to win the game. So he's on Prokhorovka, which is one of the best maps for light tanks to complete missions. So he's got a good chance of completing this mission. So we'll see if he gets close to it or gets, progresses well in the mission. Anyway, he's also platooned with his mate Rocket Pod, who's in an M43, which is also Tier 8, and it's a whole Tier 8 game. So basically, yeah, he's going to have equal opportunities. So he's in the middle of the map. Not sure why I stopped there. Maybe he was sending a text message to his mates. Just kidding there. Yeah, might have been a real life interruption. But anyway, so he was pretty safe there, not getting spotted and so on. Anyway, just notice the enemy EBR 75, which is the premium wheel vehicle, who must have just been a bit of a suicide run there. The ELC 90 on the team and the T-54 Mod 1 both been spotted, and they've enemies just lost their other light tank, the LTDB. So it's just coming over to the side where the low is, trying to spot for Arty, because Rocket Pod's in Arty, and there's also the guard that's being spotted down the end there. So Benny is running food, so that gives him a bit of extra view range. He's running optics as well. He's not running Binocs. That gives him constant view range, so doesn't have to stop and wait for his view range to increase. So it doesn't give you the max view range, but it gets pretty close with food and the optics. So he just runs into a 7032. But luckily doesn't get targeted by Arty, so even though he's lit, they're not following or finding it hard to follow, but I'm not seeing any Arty splashes around him, so in that sense he's a bit lucky. Anyway, so he's unlit at the moment. No, just having said that, not putting the mockers on him, but just been lit. That'll probably be the even 90, who'd be sitting up in a bush there with binocs on. And so what he's doing here is just sort of getting in into the ditch here, gets him to pretty close. So he's spotted a Barask there. The Barask has put in one shot to him, and they're starting to take damage from his spotting. So he's got now almost 2,000, just ticked over 2,000 damage. He's got one shot of his own, and he's just bounced a shot from the SU-130 PM. The turret on the LT-432 can be pretty strong in terms of it's got well-rounded, so unless you hit it right on the side of the turret, got a good chance of bouncing off it. So you can use that as a strength here, just coming out of this depression, and by moving around, he's also not a good target for Arty. They're a bit hard to predict his position. Gets a side shot on the KV-4, but doesn't penetrate. The gun on the LT-432 is not that strong. It's certainly good on most tanks from the side, but the KV-4's got pretty good armour, particularly on the turret. But that doesn't matter anymore because the KV-4 has now been taken down, so he's now up to just a touch under 3,000 assisted and just 3,300 odd combined. So he's doing pretty well here. That ELC hasn't been spotted, which is interesting. So he's either pulled back or gone to another position. The spotting of the SU-130 PM has been effective. He's down to 125 hit points. Is he going to respot him? No, but he has spotted a CS-52 LIS, who has obviously declined to push up with his mates. So not really assisting the team a great deal, but again, this is how these games often turn out. The sort of general maxim that the team who pushes tends to suffer the most, so they're probably just waiting for the other team to push in, but there's not a whole lot of support there for Benny. He's got an STG behind him, but there's a T-28, but he's a long way back, and a T-44 meet him right at the back there. So hopefully it's Artie's going to do the most. Now that T-44, despite his distance, has managed to put in some damage there, which is good. And all of a sudden he's up to 6,000 hit points, 6,700 combined, so he's getting really close to his 8,000. There's only a few tanks left in the game, but there's a good chance that a lot of them are in this corner. So look, there's the SU, goes down, then he spotted GW Tiger P, who gets destroyed by the STG. There's a Progetto 46, Benny takes him out. Oh, sorry, someone takes him out, didn't see that, who does? And that's FE207, last tank of the game. And that gets him to 7908 combined as shown on the ticket there. So we'll see whether any of the blind shots kicked in, but he's gotten pretty close, I'd say. So he got an Ace Tanker Mastery badge for his total effort there. He also picked up the Patrol Duty and the Scout badges, which basically for spotting at least 9 vehicles and having most of them damaged as well. So he ended up, he did complete the mission. That was based on getting the damage right at the end. So we'll see that he got 7686 spotting damage as well as 1243 of his own damage. So combined just touch over 8,000. So just scraped it in. But he also got the honours. So he got 5 of the enemy tanks killed based on his spotting efforts, which was really good. 1447 base experience, also good effort there, at least typically about 100 points more than he needs to get the ace badge. So he did fire 12 shots of his own, 8 of those connected and 7 penetrated, but really the story's in the assisted damage, and even on a non-premium account he made over 128,000 credits. So great result there, Benny, and if anyone's got any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments below.